Shalom, and welcome back to our video series, The Road to Rosh Hashanah. Each day, 3 times a day, we recite the Amidah, a series of blessings which ask God for different things. During the week, we ask for things such as wisdom, forgiveness, prosperity, redemption, and peace. On Shabbats and holidays, we are trying to enjoy the blessings the days offer, and when we don't work, we don't ask God to work either. And instead of asking for material blessings or spiritual blessings, we ask God to bless the day that's there. But there are some of the blessings in the Amidah which do not change, and which we recite each and every time. One of those is the first blessing, Avot, in which we ask that just as God was with our ancestors, just as God was kind and supportive of them, so may God be with us, be kind to us, and support us. While many of us are so familiar with the words, we don't always give it much thought. There is a detail in the prayer which may help us on our journey for these high holidays. Near the beginning of the blessing, we refer to God as Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov. And often in our community, we also add Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. For communities like ours, adding in the God of Sarah, the God of Rebecca, the God of Rachel, and the God of Leah. But why is the prayer phrased this way? Why not just refer to God as the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah? Why the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, and so on? After all, each of these is the same God, right? Astute commentators pick up on this detail and agree. Yes, of course it's the same God. But each of our ancestors had a different relationship with God. Abraham's relationship with God was very different than Leah's was. It was even different from his own wife's, Sarah's, relationship with God. Each of our ancestors needed something different. God related to them differently and provided for each of them differently. The same is true for us. Each of us has a different relationship with God because each of us needs something different from that relationship. And not only that, that relationship with God evolves and changes, as all relationships must. What we needed from God as a child was different than what we needed from God in college, which in turn was different from what we needed when we first started out on our own, which is different than what we need today. My relationship with God is very different than yours, not because I'm a rabbi, but because, again, you and I need different things from that relationship. As we move towards these high holidays, and as we reflect on ourselves, asking ourselves about our relationship with God should be part of this process. What does my relationship with God look like today? How has it changed in the last year, since the last high holidays? What do I want my relationship with God to look like? And if it is not what I wish it were, what can I do to improve it? Just as we work on all of our relationships during this time, I hope we take the time to work on our relationship with God, to help it grow, evolve, and change, so that it, like all of our relationships, can be the healthiest it can be. Thanks for joining us again today, and I hope you'll come back tomorrow for our next step on the road to Rosh Hashanah.